Real fast, I'm gonna tell you guys how to construct your SIM cards from the from a going from a micro, which is what the Galaxy S3 uses. It uses the micro, the real small one, and then going from that, going back to a mini, which is a standard size, was that we're all accustomed to before Apple came out with this mini thing, and now everybody's with this micro thing, and now it's like, whatever. Now it's like our phones, like if you go get a new phone, then you need to have one SIM card, and the SIM card doesn't work no more, and so it's like you gotta end up selling your phone or something like that. I didn't want to sell my phone. For one, I have a My Touch 4G, and this is a real good phone to have if you have a data plan. Like unlimited data plan, this is a real good phone to have because, private message me and I'll tell you what makes this phone special. Why I will never, as long as I have T-Mobile, I will never get rid of this phone. You call me, I'll tell you why. Well, private message me, I'll tell you why. I don't feel like saying it on here and have a whole bunch of people go make a whole bunch of videos and then boom, doesn't work anymore. Anyway, all right. What we're gonna do is this. I got a couple ways we can go ahead and we can get this constructed for you guys. One way is like this. If you have your actual old bigger SIM, all right, you still have one of these, what you can do is if you could get a card, right? If you have the new card that your phone came with, the new phone it came with, it should have came with a micro SIM. A micro SIM, it comes on a card like this, right? What you're gonna do is, to show you that it works. Matter of fact, let me show you that I have bars on here. Of course, it would go black, but I'm trying to show that. It has bars on there. See, it says 4G. I don't know if you guys can make it out. It says 4G right there. I got one bar, right? And right there next to the dudes, you really shouldn't have this black, this white, like a white background, but it says T-Mobile right there. You can face. All right, so you see the edge, so that means I have service, and you can see the 3 bars right there. Okay, perfect. All right, boom. Now that we established that this works, because what I have in this phone right now is actually a micro SIM card. I'm gonna go ahead and remove it so you guys can see. Let me turn this power off. All right, goodbye to you too. Goodbye. All right. I'm doing this one-handed, and so bear with me. I know y'all people on YouTube, you gotta be on some, hey, this guy didn't do this or didn't do that right, but just here trying to help people out. So, all right, check this out. And what I have in here is a SIM card. See, I cut this out of the actual of this. If you can see, it slides in here perfectly. This is where I got this from. I cut this out of here, and I put tape on the back side. This is very important. You put tape because you see the little cracks and the little, I guess, holes. You do not want those things rubbing on your pin. You see these gold contacts? They're like three series, six, I guess, 6 contact points that run in series. They run in series. These two are in series with each other, but at the same time, it's a parallel circuit because there's 1, 2, 3 parallel lines right here. But what happens is With this phone, the way it is, you could actually, you don't even need to really construct um, the tray to make this work. Because with this phone, if you take the micro sim and you play around with it and fiddle around with it, you could get it to fit inside there. Like as long as those gold contacts match. Because if you look right, these two gold contacts are the same size. They're exactly the same size. The only difference between this one and this one is the size of the excess white area on the outside. That's the only difference, you know? Like, so what you want to do is you're gonna want to go ahead and cut it out of here if you have your card that it came with. You know, don't throw it away. Just use it for that. A lot of people make videos on showing you how to go from taking this one and shaving into this one, but me, I have the opposite problem. I had this one and they were telling me, "Oh well," Timo was like, "Well, you're not gonna be able to use that phone. They're not compatible with each other. SIM cards aren't compatible." So this is the way I figured out to fix it. You go ahead and do that. Put tape on it, and boom, slides in, slides out. It works perfectly. If you don't have this well this card here that it came with to because you see how perfectly fits in there. If you don't have that, you're gonna have to do something else. One, I'm gonna put a link to this thing in the description, and what you could do is cut this out, and the white inside of the slime of the black. You see the black outline? The white, the very inside white is the actual size of a SIM card. You want to cut a card, any card that's at least this size, like well, not at least, you want it to be this size or maybe a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner to go inside the phone so you could slide it into here without any problems. You know, like a phone like this though, you could just play around with it and get it to work. It'll work. It might run some time, but it'll work. You know, sometimes you just get lucky and you put it in there one time and that's it, slide. But the difference with phone like the My Touch, you see, there's nothing here. Once you put that micro SIM in there, it's like it's lost. It gets hidden by all of this, and you can't really mess or fiddle around with it. So that's why you have to make um, a tray for it if you have a phone that's like this. It doesn't have any place to play with it or access the micro SIM once you put it in. This one on the back side right here, you could still play with the micro SIM and get it aligned. So that's why it's easy to do with that phone. But anyway, you're gonna go ahead and one thing to also realize is this: when you go ahead and print this out, if you don't have this card, if you print this out, this should be the size. The white area here should be the size of a standard card. Like it should be the size of a standard card, credit card. If this size is like way big or way smaller, you know that the ratio is wrong, and that means the SD card that you're cutting is going to be either too small or too big. You don't want that. It has to fit inside the phone, you know. But pretty much what I ended up not even using this. I started using it, then I found my SD card. Once I found my SD card, what I did was I cut out a size that was bigger than the actual SD card. You know, then I knew that it was actually bigger. You know, I was like, well, let me cut something bigger so I know I have space to play with. I cut that out. Once I cut that out, then I laid these two together and I matched up. First, I matched up the width. I wanted to make sure that the gold contacts were lining up with each other when they were lined up side by side, that the gold was with each other. Then I cut that. Once I made that line, then I placed it down and I made sure that they were the same height. And when I cut that, and then after that I just cut that little corner thing inside just so it could fit snugly inside the phone like the original. But that's pretty much all you have to do. You know, like it, and if you end up buying a tray online, make sure you put tape or something that's gonna not let those holes mess up your pins on your phone. Because once you mess up a pin on your phone, that's it. You're done. It's over. That's it. Your phone is like useless. All right. So pretty much that's all you need. If you have any questions or anything, just type it in there, and I'll get to it. I might have forgot to say something, but hopefully you guys get the picture. It's not rocket science here. I mean, it's easy. I figured it out by myself, so I mean, you guys can do it. And all you need is a marker to outline shape of your SIM card, or get this and cut it bigger than your SIM card actually is, and then little by little work it until this and this is approximately the same size. You know? And that's it. And so see, so I could take it out of the Galaxy S2, alright, put it right inside the S3. I'm gonna have to work one hand here. Give me a second. Okay. Alright, and yep, preparing SD card. And you see the T-Mobile, and I have a message. So, like I said, it works. It goes from the big one to the small one, and everything's fine. Well, that's what I wanted to show you guys. The video helped you, thumbs up or whatever the hell you guys do now. I don't keep up with all those things all the time, you know. But yeah. All right, it's been real. Watts.